message I hope to give you guys is like there's so many things you can do as a dietitian, and there's so we'll go through this and I'll answer any questions. But what year are most people here? Like seniors?
Seniors.
I think it's a good spread of.
Yeah, freshman, junior, senior. Okay, cool. Is everybody from like Louisiana area?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Okay.
Sorry.
Everyone else is, you're from somewhere else? Florida, okay, cool. So I've been a dietitian for like 17 years-ish, something like that. So just a little background about me. I was born in Cincinnati. I went to college in Ohio. I did an internship in Ohio. So my path has been a little bit probably different than most dietitians because I was not a 4.0 student, and I think most dietitians kind of are. So I was 3 years into Ohio University, and I'm like, oh, where am I going to do my internship? So I ended up transferring back to Cincinnati, finishing my last year of school, and then I did the coordinated program. So I know that, like, for everybody who, at least when I was doing internships, I don't know what it's like now, but it was a 50% match rate. Does anybody know what it is now? Like 50% of people who would apply for internships wouldn't get them when I did my internship.
We're not doing match anymore.
Oh, you don't do that?
And I think that's like starting with last year's graduates.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
so I guess it's just nothing now. There is none.
That's
don't know what
amazing
it was.
because that was, maybe I would have stayed where I was going to school, you know,
Right.
instead of have to batch. But yeah, so that's kind of how I ended up back in Cincinnati. I've lived in Chicago, New Orleans, and now I'm in Baton Rouge for the last, I think, 3 years. And I think my husband works in healthcare as well, and we're both kind of tired of like the grind of healthcare, and so we both just started. I don't know what came over us, but it was right before COVID. We have both just kind of started our businesses, so it's really nice, like in terms of flexibility, and plus you kind of your own boss, so it's pretty cool. And then the other thing about me is I have 3 kids. I have a 9-year-old, 7-year-old, and then a 1-year-old. So my biggest accomplishments, I would say, in my whole life is starting my business. And then also when I was 26, I hated my job as a dietitian, like completely, totally hated it. My friend was going, traveling. She was quitting her job and going traveling. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it with you. So we went to Southeast Asia. We volunteered in Cambodia for 3 months. Then we went to like Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, Indonesia, Singapore, and the Philippines. So if any of you, did you have a question?
Yeah, what dietitian job were you doing at that time?
That I hated?
Yeah.
Clinical.
Yeah.
Like tube feeding, TPN. So it just wasn't for me. It's like the same thing every day.
Yeah.
And you like sit, most places you kind of like sit in a basement and you just type all day long. So that wasn't for me. But what's interesting is after the 6-month traveling, my friend and I, both of us that went, we got offered our old jobs back. With a raise. So then I went right back to the job that I hated for another couple years until I found something else. But the time I was living in Chicago, and it was really difficult to find a job. And everything was such a long commute. It's like an hour and a half, and then I spent 3 hours in my car, so I kind of just stayed there. So just a little bit of my history is my first job kind of in nutrition. It was at the Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of like you answer the phone and people like order what they want. I would like click a computer, and then I also would do the formula room, and it was like measuring certain stuff for like the NICU babies that would get fed a certain way. So I did that for like 2 years, my last year of school, and then when I did my internship. And then I could have gotten a job there as a dietitian, but I ended up moving to Chicago. and I got a job as, like in a regular hospital. Does anybody here want to do that? It's okay if you do.
Well, I don't know. That's an option.
It really like, I feel I wouldn't, I think back when I first started working, it was always, like recommended to get 2 years of clinical experience. And I would say like, if that's something you want to do it, but if it's not something you want to do, then like, you don't have to get like the 2 years of clinical experience. Because I don't know, I think I actually just started there because I wanted to move to Chicago, and I had a friend that got me a job, so that's kind of how I ended up there. So then a couple years later, I did volunteer work, like I already talked about. I think one of the reasons that this was like one of my greatest accomplishments too is because did anybody here study abroad? Or they're planning to study abroad? Like, I never traveled internationally growing up. It wasn't just something my parents could afford. And so that was kind of like my primary reason. Like, if my parents aren't gonna take me, I'm gonna try to do it myself. So I worked as a dietitian during the daytime, and then I was a waitress at nighttime at a pizza place. That was just like down the street from my apartment. And it was like the most fun year of my life. 6 months of working there. I think it was like 6 to 9 months. But yeah, so you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Okay, so I did a lot of TPN, tube feeding, wound care, diabetes. Is anybody aware of the CNSE credential? You heard of it? It stands for Clinical Nutrition Support Dietitian. So basically, it's like someone who's an expert in TPN and tube feeding. So I got that credential because I always wanted to get my master's. We didn't have to get our master's back when I graduated. But I like wanted something to stand out. And I knew that if I got my master's, I wasn't gonna make more money. So I just never went back. I always wanted to, I just didn't because I had a lot of debt from my undergrad stuff. So I got that credential, and then a few years later, I was like, okay, maybe I'll get another one. So then that's when I got the diabetes credential. I've actually never like fully used that. When I worked at Children's in Chicago, I used it a little bit in their diabetes clinic. Like when I was like filling in, so part of my role was just filling in on different units. But the other thing that I did was a preventative cardiology clinic, which I had never heard of before that. So it's basically a bunch of kids that have like high cholesterol, and then we would sort of coach them. It wasn't like a weight loss program, but we would like coach them like fish oil and, you know, basics like incorporate more fruits and vegetables. The muscular dystrophy clinic. So that was like a lot of tube feeding for kids, and a lot of kids were pre-diabetic, basically because of disease processes. So that was my role in that clinic, and then I filled it. So I feel like that was the job I always wanted in Chicago, like to work downtown and, you know, not have to drive to like a suburb. So I only worked there for maybe 2 years. Then we moved to New Orleans, and this is kind of when everything changed for me. I worked at a surgical weight loss clinic. Does anybody, I guess a lot of you, I did a rotation there and I was pretty indifferent to it, honestly. But I have very strong opinions about it now. Like I was telling Emily, I'm like, should I talk about that? I honestly, my experience was it's like pretty unethical. Like they would tell people who were in larger bodies to do the same thing that someone in a smaller body was getting treatment for like anorexia, for example. So I was like, I discovered intuitive eating. I would try to incorporate that, but I also like needed a job because my husband had started his job or his business, and so we needed insurance. So I had to stay there. So I kind of tried to make the best of it, but then I ended up quitting, and then that's when I started working in eating disorders. So I started working, anybody heard of River Oaks? Yeah, it's has anybody like been there? Not been there, like admitted, but like seen River Oaks? It's like a small little, like, it's pretty rough. But they had an eating disorder and trauma unit, and that's the unit that I worked on for about 2 years. So I did like nutrition groups. Is anybody familiar with eating disorder, groups, like in treatments? Like we would do exposures. Is anybody familiar with exposures? Like what that is? It's like, has anybody heard of ERP, exposure response prevention? It's like, you can think of it as like someone with OCD, how like they're gonna tell them like an exposure could be like touch the toilet and don't wash your hands. And then they have to sit with that like distress. And so that's kind of what you do in eating disorders as well, is you do like food exposures. And so that's what we did a lot there. Like if someone came in for binge eating, at some point we would do like binge eating exposures, and we would like recreate their binge. But the goal was like to not eat everything, to eat until fullness. It sounds kind of crazy if you're not in the eating disorder world, like saying it out loud. But other things we did were like cooking activities. So they would have like outings every Saturday. We would go to a different restaurant, and then every Sunday, we would go to the grocery store to get items for the cooking activities. And the cooking activities would always be like some sort of challenge meal, and the patients would have to help us cook it. Okay, so after that, then I started working at Reasons. It's a virtual eating disorder program. It's based in California. I've been there since 2022, and I'm still there. So I focus mostly with adolescents. I do see adults there sometimes, but anybody familiar with PHP or IOP? It's like, so in the kind of hierarchy of treatment with eating disorders, like if you need medical stabilization, you're gonna go to like just a regular hospital. Step down from that would be like inpatient, where basically like River Oaks, like you're in kind of like a psych lockdown hospital essentially, getting treatment for a few weeks. And then the next step down is partial hospitalization. So you like get to sleep at home then. Then the next step down is IOP, which is just outpatient. It's intensive outpatient, and it usually lasts for a couple weeks, but it's only like my IOP at Reasons, I think is 4 hours, 5 days a week. And then we do supported meals a lot. So we'll like eat with somebody, observe their behaviors and then correct them in the moment. Like maybe someone's tearing apart food, or maybe they're eating really slow. I have somebody right now who will like start organizing her desk, and I'll have to like redirect her to like take bites of her food. But I would say that is unusual. But yeah, it happens. So then I work at Reasons, and then I do my own business. And I have to tell you, like, the reason I included this picture is because like that's my name on the board. And I was like, I made it. So when it got up, I took a picture with it. I still think it's pretty cool. Like you can try, it's on Highland, so view Highland and maybe like Kettle. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. Is anybody in here interested in working with eating disorders? It's like so fascinating. It's very like psychology, work really closely with therapists, psychiatrists, doctors, and it's much different than the setting, like the clinical setting, where you have to like approach doctors in a way where they like don't want to talk to you. But in this setting, they do. Like everyone's kind of like equals, and that's kind of the reason I really like the whole treatment team approach. So if someone has an eating disorder, they're gonna probably have a dietitian, a therapist, a psychiatrist, a PCP. And then we all collaborate and work together. So like for my outpatients, there's a therapist I work closely with, and we'll talk every week, every other week to give updates on patients, so we're on the same page. But no day is ever the same. That's what I like about this versus working clinical. It's just kind of the same thing, and like you're just sitting around doing math, which is fine if that just wasn't for me. I like to like facilitate groups, so I don't do this like locally, although I'm thinking about doing it, starting something on those avenues. But with my virtual eating disorder program, I'll do like a nutrition group, a body image group, talk about the role of social media. And then sometimes we'll lead like therapeutic groups with like meditations and things like that, but mostly, I really like the difference, like it's not always one-on-one and you get to be with groups too. There's always something new to learn. So there's different modalities. Has anybody heard of CBT, DBT? Well, anyway, there's always something to learn. Those are just like, I don't even know. How would you explain it? We talked about this one time.
The cognitive behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
We learn about that in Milioto's class. Not everybody here has taken that one, but
So
you
we
might
do,
just
like,
not know the
CBT in all
acronym.
of it. It's like
Yes.
trying to like change your thinking patterns. in a
Right.
way, but there's
Goal setting and
like smart goals and stuff like that.
right.
Yeah.
We learn about those in Milioto, and if you haven't, you'll learn.
So that's really kind of like the standard of care for eating disorder treatment, but a new one that's up and coming is kind of RODBT. And what that focuses on is, there's like two temperaments in general that people have, over controlled or under controlled. Typically, most dietitians, we're all very like type A to a certain extent. We're a little over controlled, we're rigid, not very flexible. We like things the way we like them. We have a really hard time with uncertainty, like we need to find an answer quickly. Under controlled is more emotionally based, and it's like the loud person in the room. Usually over controlled people are quieter and more reserved. And those are people too, because they have a lot of like restraint. Like they can feel something but not actually display it a lot better than someone who's or under controlled. And so yeah, a lot of people with eating disorders are over controlled. So with that modality, you're like treating the over controlled temperament, like teaching them how to signal to others. Like there's different kinds of smiles. It sounds very funny, but it's very effective. And one thing is that over controlled people, they don't signal well. So if you have an eating disorder, you're probably not going to go out to eat with friends all the time, right? And so one of the goals is to create connection with other people. And if you do that, then the eating disorder can kind of stop growing. That's loosely the goal. Another thing about eating disorder work is like you always have a supervisor. So you have someone that has experience and you'll talk about the cases. They're often very complicated. So even after I've been doing this for a long time, I have a supervisor through reasons, and I'll go over like all my cases with her if I have any questions, because there's always something to learn. People who are in eating disorders typically are like really into it and they love it. So that's pretty cool to work with people who feel the same way. Yeah, but I find it to be fulfilling too. So I just put on here what's next for me. Like I said earlier, I always wanted to get my master's, but I never did because I never wanted to pay for it. But now I'm looking into getting my MPH. And then I'm hoping, I'm talking with another therapist about going to like high schools doing presentations about eating disorders and body image. And that, I think that's it. Yeah.
Do you know if, so the path to working with people with eating disorders, can you tell me more about that path, if I choose to go that route?
Yeah, like where you would start.
Yeah.
I think you just have to find a job in eating disorders. So it doesn't really matter like the level of care, but I'm pretty sure people are hiring. Like you can't just like start your own business with eat. I mean, you could, but you would definitely need a lot of like support, a supervisor. But it's good to, I think it's really good to get an experience like inpatient. I feel like that's really the foundation of like when you truly understand, you can see the behaviors in action. So I'd recommend starting there and then just branching out. And I know there's a lot of virtual stuff, like I do some virtual now, but in person, I think was a really, really great experience. But in Louisiana, there's only reverse. It's inpatient, so.
With it being, you're working with a very like, I guess a very intense group of people with eating disorders, very like emotional and can be very like high stress. So how do you, I guess, balance your work and also protect yourself in those settings? Like, is it ever something that you find is influencing you in a negative way or is, I guess,
Yeah.
causing excess stress while you're working?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes some cases like if someone needs to go to the hospital with with eating disorders, it's really, there's not a lot of knowledge of eating disorders unless you work in it. So you could send someone to the ER like with an eating disorder, but then they don't take them because they're like, oh, they're stable, but like they've lost 80 pounds, and like one person I had like lower extremity edema, so she was like swelling. And it's like, okay, this is a crisis, but it wasn't seen that way. And then she was discharged really quickly. Um, so those ones like really, that's why I have this like desire to just like educate about eating disorders, because there's so many people that could be saved. Early intervention is best. So even if there's there's a therapist that I work with a lot, and we're talking about going into um, one of the residencies around here and like educating, doing a part about eating disorders for like part of their rounds. Because doctors don't get a lot of nutrition education, but then they're like prescribing diets all the time. So it's pretty crazy. I just have high cholesterol because it's a family thing. I've always had it. And like doctors will message me back on my labs like, go on a low fat diet. It's like, that's not really a thing. And so they do that in hospital too. But I had someone recently who like has rosacea, and then she's convinced that certain foods the doctor told her to avoid, like her favorite foods, and her eating disorder started. So it's like it takes one thing, and then people kind of are trying to be healthy, and then it can oftentimes go in the opposite direction very quickly. But I think the reason that I don't get like too stressed about like those cases definitely stress me out, but overall I really enjoy the work, and I feel like I'm typically able to like let it go and not think about it too much. And I don't know why. Like when I worked in clinical, I couldn't like leave it at work. With this I can. So I don't know if that speaks to like actually enjoying it, finding it rewarding. Not sure. But yeah, you definitely have to be intentional about like incorporating play and free time, if you will.
And then I know that you work right part-time with your own business and then the other half you're doing it with Reason.
Uh-huh.
And so is there anything that like you could touch on with like working part-time private practice versus full-time and having to do that all on your own and like I guess pros and cons of
yeah.
only doing it part of the time versus maybe only doing private practice and not having outside work from that?
Yeah, I like, do you mean like personally, like how I don't want to do it full time?
Yes.
Yeah, like I don't want to do private practice full time. I do not want, personally, I do not want to sit, it's like doing the same thing all day, every day. I don't want to just have people in and out all day long. I like to teach groups. I like to do other things. So I'm totally content with only doing it 2 days a week. I like that. And then I like working with other people. I think it's very lonely in private practice. Like, sure, there's like therapists and stuff that work in the same building as me, but they're seeing people too, like every 50 minutes with a 10-minute break, right? So it's like pretty lonely. And with the virtual stuff, I get to connect with others, like coworkers. We have Zooms and treatment teams, and again, like I said, I like to do groups and then I do like supported meals, so I eat with people. So I like to like be more engaged in that kind of stuff personally. But I also like the one-on-one. I just wouldn't want to do it. I'd lose my mind if I did that all day, every day.
Thank you.
How do you get into like the virtual stuff?
Okay, so if you guys noticed any trends, it's like I just like started something different. So like, oh, maybe I'll like this. And then eating disorders kind of like landed for me big time. What was your original question?
Like, I guess, like, how did you get into the virtual stuff? Did you say, oh, this company's hiring?
Yeah, so we were moving from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. And I was like, now I'm not gonna be able to work in eating disorders anymore. What am I gonna do? Because I literally just looked online and applied to a job, to a virtual eating disorder center. That's it. But it is like, it's kind of a small world thing. Like there's this mental health conference they have every year. And I went to it this year. It's, I think it was like in a hotel downtown. And, ironically, like the eating disorder center that I work at, like sponsored that event. They were one of the sponsors. So I don't know, it's just weird. Like what is a California eating disorder center doing sponsoring a Baton Rouge? But one of the dietitians, like, was asked to, she was a speaker at the conference, one of the reasons dietitians. I think that's how they started doing it. But yeah, I was just like, oh, this is a small world. Kind of cool. So yeah, just apply. Never stop.
Okay,
Okay, awesome.
Thank
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I have a little gift for you
Gosh.
for taking the time out of your day. To us.
I got that picture online.
Oh, yes, you got it for us.
Like, oh, I didn't see that. Well, thank you, everybody. I hope, eating disorders are very complex, so it would be hard to like really get into it, but, if you take away anything, I did the most random things just because I was like, oh, that might be fun. And then like I ended up with my practice. And so just go after what you want. Because I know we tend to be perfectionists, you know, so you don't have to do it perfect. That would be advice to my members.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
I was gonna pass out the sign. Put your first name and last name, and also your LSU email address. Okay. We're gonna play Food of the Day. We do this in I love Wordle, and then we do this in Professor Bonnie-Corn's 4111 class. It's so fun. So I thought it would be fun to incorporate it in our meetings. And anyone can like guess the word. Also, does anyone know, everyone knows Wordle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like the same thing, but it's like food. Yeah.
Bread.
Yeah.
That's
That's like all the
Oh.
Actually, I'm not. Don't take advice from me.
What's one that y'all use in barley corns class to start?
Bread is actually, we usually use that one.
Bread is like soup.
Soup.
How many letters is that?
That's.
Okay, so then this is to us. What if it's a double one?
It
Come
could
on,
be.
guys.
Maybe.
Just
You
try.
want to do it? Okay, soups.
Go for it.
Hey,
It was weird though. What is this?
I don't know either.
Wait, like you know the answer and you
No, I don't know. the
Oh,
answer.
I think I don't even know if it has a U in it.
That's not true, Lucy.
Anybody? I don't know. What's a bit that has U? Case. Oh.
Wait, queso?
Yeah.
There's no S or O.
Oh.
Or O. Or E, never mind.
Is it quail?
Quail?
No, there's no A.
Oh.
Oh, no A. Sorry.
God.
Is it
Gumbo.
ooh, gumbo? Is it gumbo?
Or B. There's, yeah.
Oh.
This is hard. They're not. They have the hands.
Let's see.
This,
Cool.
I need a hint.
No hand.
Awesome.
Munch.
Oh, lunch.
Lunch, that's probably it.
Oh.
Okay, so it wasn't.
What?
We got the U in the right
Oh,
place.
it's probably in you. No.
lunch. No.
No.
Oh, lunch.
No,
Wait.
obviously not.
Wait, oh,
I feel like it's gonna be something in like Spanish.
like
Like
It's,
okay.
it probably,
MU. Is it
what's a food that ends in C
a food that ends in C?
or starts with C?
Yeah, it's really hard.
mush.
No.
No.
So actually, oh, it's probably gonna start with like X or something.
Let me see. Okay, I don't think anybody's gonna get this.
Oh, you got it?
Oh wait, no, this isn't even
Why did
right.
you doubt this?
Never mind.
And start reordering.
Yeah.
We order what?
And you
C.
like
Put
we know
like
it's you.
C. Put NUC.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're cooking.
Nachos. No.
No. Or A.
Don't get excited.
Is it like exclusively food or is it food related?
I think it's food really. Like, I think one time it was like stove. Like
Oh
that.
my
Yeah.
Wait. That's
So-
too hard. Yeah, I'm like feeling kind of crazy.
Start guessing right. But messing my day, so it's not.
No.
Human.
Oh, that's really
Oh
good.
my
That's really
gosh,
good. That's
that's
really good.
No. I
That was so good.
Yeah,
But I- Okay, yay, we did it, yo.
That was good.
Okay,
Crazy.
so a little get to know you thing for everyone. What meal or snack have you been into lately?
Ooh, peanut butter toast. Like every
Like just like
morning.
bread and peanut butter?
And cinnamon every morning.
Interesting. Have you tried
Huh.
bread, put some butter on the pan, bread, and then mix cinnamon and sugar and put it on top?
So like cinnamon toast.
Yeah.
Yes, I love cinnamon.
It's good.
It is. No, it's bomb.
Okay,
Yeah.
2 more. Give ideas for everybody.
And like we all eat.
I make pasta salad. I make a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, what was in it?
All kinds. I had bell peppers, onions, spinach, arugula.
Well, I'm too
I don't
hungry.
know. I had so much stuff in it. Like,
That sounds bomb.
And then did you do with the dressing?
Yeah, I did Italian dressing.
Yeah.
That sounds yum.
Also say your name once you say it. What's your name?
Avery.
Avery.
Right?
Avery.
Yes.
Avery made pasta salad. That sounds bomb. One more. Yes.
My name's Jason. I've been learning how to cook a lot of stuff recently, and recently, me and my girl, we made some shepherd's pie. That was actually pretty damn
That
good.
does sound
That's
good.
Can you make chicken pot pie? Just an I don't know.
What I've learned to make so far is steaks, pasta dishes, and shepherd's pie so far. I'm gonna go more into baking stuff soon. So.
Cool.
That's
That's
good. You need to make
awesome.
like red beans and
Yeah.
rice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. You're good. You're welcome.
I'm glad you remembered.
What did you say?
I'm glad you remembered.
Me too. I put $50, I was just saying that.
Yeah.
Okay, now to get into announcements. I decided to do a group week because I feel like that would be a great way of communication instead of like the emails. And let me know if that works.
It
Because I feel
works.
like we check our phones more than we check our emails. And also just like send reminders. Like today, we had hay bale decorating, but it started to pour. And it's like, how do we get that out to y'all? Like, don't come.
Mhm.
So like, this hopefully will help.
Right.
And also y'all can send whatever, y'all can chat if you need help with notes. Really, it can be anything you need. And then these are just like things that are past due. Membership dues and Hasty training were due the 30th. Raise your hand if you haven't done one of them or either of them. On our last email that which one did you not do? Oh, just got it. So I was gonna say on our last email, but I don't know if you get the email if she's not a member.
Did you write your email in here?
Wait, what's your name again?
Fatima.
Fatima. Oh my gosh, we have a girl in our class name. But she like goes by Nina. Okay. Wait, actually, I'll tell you, but at the end of the meeting, comes to me and I'll give you the memo. So you can do that. And then you can do your Haiti. Because that has to be 100% member completion and it's like mandatory for all of our organizations. And we get in trouble if it's not done. Okay, and then more information about our homecoming hay bale. We have one more day of decorating, which is tomorrow at 4 p.m. It's the final installment of them, and then they're going to go vote. So like you can stay and be there for the voting, see it in real time. And also there's an email that was sent out by Dr. McKinley about scanning the QR code for you to vote for SNDA. There's like tomorrow's gonna be like a judging contest of like which one's the best, but then they have like another category that's like fan favorite. So like what ag students vote or what they think is the best, not what the judges think. So vote for SNDA. Again, we won 6 years in a row. Let's make it 7. But it's super cool. It looks good right now. And I think we're gonna be decorating at we can meet. I think we meet in the nap lounge first, and then we walk over the email. Where it's at. But if you don't know where it's at, like if you have to get there later, if you have class or so, the hay bales are, you know where the ag lot is, and like you're
can
walking.
See them. Y'all will
Yeah.
probably
They're
see them when you
big.
walk out of this
They're
building.
so big. But like
Mhm.
by the ag lot and like you're walking towards campus by that traffic light, they're like on
Right.
that walkway near there.
You'll see them, y'all.
Wait,
It's like
what
on
is it
Highland.
supposed to be?
Oh,
So
so
you noticed
our-
it, it's
we
like the lines, right? Like it's purple and
Yeah.
that's dark. Okay.
it's like cheesecake.
Wait.
It's cheesecake, but like the vision, y'all.
Wait.
The
It's a
vision
good
is
vision.
there. It's
Dr.
just you can't see the vision yet because there's
It's-
nothing on there yet.
Yeah.
Okay, like it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Yes,
There's gonna
because
be
we have to
a-
decorate it, y'all.
And it's like
So go to the decorating thing, or we're gonna look like.
Maybe.
No, we gotta put in the work for this.
yeah, y'all should come out.
Really?
Also, we need help.
You know.
Cheesecake.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I see.
Dr. McKinley has a vision, and it's gonna look so good.
Okay.
It's gonna look.
It's
awesome.
gonna work out, y'all. You just have to trust the process.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and then if you can't tell, like we're also doing like Golden Girls a little bit.
Wait, do y'all all know what Golden Girls is? Can y'all raise y'all's hand if y'all know what Golden Girls is? Okay, raise your hand if you don't actually. Okay, I was just curious. It's just an older show, but I don't know.
If you're on SNDA Instagram, she keeps posting. like,
Yeah,
the Golden Girls, and I hope you can get it.
it's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
It's funny.
it's like
It's like all these old ladies that live together.
But it's gonna look good. Like we're saying it doesn't sound like
No,
it
it's gonna
makes
look
sense,
good.
but It will. I promise.
I was looking at everybody else's and
Yeah.
they were okay, I guess.
I never met it.
And drum roll, please. This was so good. So we wanted to ask, like, do y'all want it like exactly like this, or do you want color?
Color. I want colors.
Okay, like, so, like what? Like, would we want this like yellow or the actual like fruit color, like red, grapes, beet?
That might be more.
purple.
No, it's not.
It's like it's more expensive if it's colored or
No.
less
color.
expensive. If no.
Oh, well then let's go like all the colors. What? What do y'all think?
We're gonna get
I
it
mean, like
close.
purple grapes, yellow bananas,
okay,
like
what do
bring
you
it
try?
all on. Like that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, actually, let me like not overpromise. So if it's let's choose. If we can only do limited, let's do one or two colors. What would we choose? I think last year actually we had three. So
3 different colors. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, purple and gold. Are y'all like?
and green. We had green last year.
I mean, for this year.
But
Why?
yeah, so
I
like
think
what would
I'm
we
not a
do?
proponent of green. What do y'all? I feel like I'm.
Well, a
I'll
lot
be
of our
quiet.
things have green, like that broth we had.
Yeah.
Or maybe we could make like the inside yellow and then the outside purple.
Mhm.
What should we make this like purple?
You can make that LSU purple.
LSU. And then SNDA like yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the color of the actual shirt? That's just white.
Maybe like a beige. I like that. Like that.
Beige.
Yeah.
If it's too white, it's gonna like.
It's gonna, yeah, I like a beige and then the colors.
Okay. So like we're going golden yellow for the color.
Okay, sure.
Wait,
golden
no,
days.
Sorry.
I think so.
What about like the color of your sweatshirt? Like more like heather red?
Oh,
like
that's
like-
good. That's really good.
Okay. So like the shirt be a gray and then
Yeah.
yellow and gold.
Colors.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
I
so
like
if
that.
we do a pastel yellow, what's everything else
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be?
it's yellow.
Cause like
the
we
letters.
Can't do yellow on yellow.
To do
Oh,
white.
that's green.
Wait, what again? Oh, like the actual like, yeah,
We could do white and purple.
yeah.
We could do the colors on my plate, like that.
I think it should be colors of black. Yeah, wait.
I like
makes
that.
sense.
That
Do it
yeah.
like-
You know how
Oh,
on the
no, the
4
actual
colors, it's like
colors of
red.
colors.
It's like red, blue, yellow.
So like the fruit be red, this be
Oh, I like
yellow, this be green, this be purple.
But maybe a little like.
That's just, I don't know.
Really lighter.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
pastel yellow,
Yeah.
pastel colors.
Yes, yes, I like that.
So is this shirt still being gray or is it beige? With the mic.
I think beige or gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right, I love that. And this was the second one, if anyone wanted to know. But we like this. Okay, yay. Actually, I'm gonna take notes on what we just said. Okay, so that was good. I can remember it. And then, if you're looking for any like type of leadership position or want to get involved, we have some chair positions open. We have our social media, marketing, and also historian. I feel like through the description of these kind of work kind of close together, but your job is really like just taking pictures, maybe like on our meeting, like literally. Oh, we should have taken a picture of her.
I know.
See, that's why we need a person, y'all. Everyone say cheese.
Oh, shoot.
Ah, so pretty. Oh, love it. See, like you'll do pictures and then you'll upload it to like our Instagram, and stuff like that.
And it's something you can put on your resume. It's
Yeah.
something that you can
It'll look good, like it's
talk
easy.
about. Yeah.
No big deal. A lot of these are really easy to do. There's also National Nutrition Month chair, and if you didn't know, National Nutrition Month is the month of March, and so you kind of like bring some ideas maybe you want to do during that month, whether that's like in our meetings or sometimes in the past we have like service projects or like volunteer opportunities or like a food drive. Just bring up like other creative things to do to celebrate that. And then our last one that we have is Basket's co-chair. We already have one chair, but this really is like better with 2 people. But we have our Thanksgiving food drive and an Easter food drive, and we usually have a lot of cans, and we give those to a local church here. And so like you would kind of be in charge of like coordinating that and setting that up. But that is the QR code if you're interested in applying. But it'll be cool, and you get a little bit of more experience in this like club before like you want to do like exec if you're interested. Okay, and then these are just some upcoming fall meeting dates that we have. It's the same dates as like the first meeting where we said it, but now we actually have a location. This is our new location and final location for all the rest of our meetings. Our next meeting is also going to be a speaker, and that one is going to be
Ava Conrad.
who is
She also works with eating disorders, but she'll give like a different perspective on working with them. I think it'll be very different from the one that we had today. She does work private practice, but she owns her own private practice and does that full time. And I would say, because I've worked with or like met with both of them, and they have very different perspectives on that. So I do think it is worth seeing both of them speak. I think they'll have really valuable takes.
And then our next one is going after that one is November 5th, and that one is
Lee Kimball, and she is the founder of EFIT. So I think that's gonna be a really cool meeting.
who's
Yeah.
not from Louisiana. Okay, so Eat Fit is like a program created, it's like all over Louisiana, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure. And restaurants can like apply for this, and basically they have like the certification that they can get where they make recipes or like food menu items. They have to qualify like all these
Yeah.
like different things. So basically like maybe like your diabetes or heart healthy or stuff like that. They'll curate it so that people can order stuff on their menu in the restaurants that still would be okay for their like condition that they have.
You'll probably, if you go out to eat around here,
Yeah.
a lot of places, if you just pay attention to their menu, they'll be like Eat Fit, and they'll have
It's
like
like-
Eat Fit options.
It's like a orange sticker that
Mhm.
says Eat Fit.
And they'll be labeled on the menu. I think
Yeah.
Smoothie King.
It's really
Smoothie
cool.
King, like
Yeah.
I literally think like
Smoothie King
Zippy, like
has like a whole entire thing.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think she's bringing merch to that meeting. So
Yeah.
Low
Like she's cool, y'all. Like low-key famous.
key, she is.
She is famous. Like, and also it just is a different view on dietetics. I feel like that's not something talked about. It's like very different that you could do like she started this.
Super medical too, if anybody's pre-med too.
It's really cool. So we're excited about that. And then our last meeting of the semester is going to be November 19th. And that's going to be more like a social meeting. We have some stuff for y'all. But yeah, that's the rest of our fall meeting dates. And then this is something that we're kind of like introducing, but we kind of had. We always have member of the month, which we're gonna present our member of the month soon. But this is just more to like see what y'all are doing and what y'all up to. Because again, like I feel like sometimes we feel like are disconnected from everyone because we all are in like, yes, we're like in the same classes, but like the seniors don't really get to see the freshmen as much. So like just like what you're doing, if you're like doing any academic things that are cool, any research, any jobs, leadership things, like just submit it for like maybe every meeting, submit something fun you're doing, and we'll like highlight you. Maybe give you a prize. We get like merch and stuff and cool stuff. I want to give that away.
Yeah. We have lots of.
Yeah. And then here's some volunteer opportunities. Yep. And then here are some ag events. We are in the College of Ag, if you didn't know, and so they also have like things that they send down to us that we can participate in. One of them being hay bale, and we sign up for it. The next thing they have is October 13th, which is next Monday. They have pumpkin painting, which is super fun.
That
This
is so
QR
fun, y'all.
code to like apply. And you just have to RSVP and like you paint a pumpkin. You can like decorate for Halloween, all the things. And then this is a Ardent Mills like career thing. You have to meet people who work at Ardent Mills. And if y'all didn't know, that's like more kind of like food science.
Yeah, that's more food
So
science.
like we had to do a present. We had to
Yeah.
hear
Ariana.
in food science, safety, food safety, we had to hear this presentation, and it was interesting for me to know I don't want to go into that.
Yeah,
But like,
fact.
but it was very interesting to learn about it. And,
Yeah,
like,
there was a lot of stuff that I was like, oh, like this is something that I eat every day or whatever. I didn't know that.
like it's very applicable. Like wheat, like
Like-
even rice, like
Mhm.
they have so many things, and like the guy that was talking to us, like he was like he makes so much money. So like I don't know,
Oh
that
my
was just like
God.
cool to learn about.
Very
But
cool.
also like different opportunities that you can do as a dietetics major outside of like dietetics if you're interested. I think it never hurts to like expand your viewpoint on what you can do. Like there's so many different
Mhm.
options. It's cool. And it's like a good like in professional interrelationship type opportunity. And then they also have December 4th final fuel, and you can stop and grab some things like they'll have if you're into energy drinks, they'll have coffee, snacks, treats. You just go grab it. They didn't say where.
Just somewhere.
Yes. But like as it gets closer, they're gonna give us more details.
You're
so
gonna
we'll
get all
know.
those emails. We could probably update in the group.
Yeah,
Because
we'll
we'll
update
know.
in the group.
Well, yeah, we'll read our emails.
And then remember the month is Sadie. Thank you for being so involved, Sadie. You rock. You're awesome. Thank y'all very much for all we have for you. Thank y'all for coming out. Did y'all learn something new? Like what?
Yeah, actually, good question. What is something? I learned that I'm not going to be able to go to pumpkin painting this year, and I'm actually really upset about it. Yeah, I'm going to be at Fancy.
Oh yeah. So cool.
It's okay. Fancy is food and nutrition conference and expo. It's in Nashville. It's like a global thing.
We get emails about that.
Yes, of course. Everybody has, but that's what it is. You'll hear more about it as you become upperclassmen. You'll hear for sure, and you'll get class will be canceled and things. So look forward to it. I guess. Please go because I'm the only one going this year. I'm
It
gonna
is
be
a cool
alone.
opportunity to go.
Yeah.
You get to meet all different types of dietitians, but I feel like right now, if y'all went, the price would be really high. But there's always next year. It happens every single
There's all
year
yeah.
at the same amount.
It's kind
same
of late
times.
for this year
Yeah,
because it's this week.
but Emily's going. She can update us on it. after
Yeah,
she comes
I'll let y'all
back.
know. I'll be there by myself. There'll be thousands of people.
Oh. Yeah, volunteer. Yeah. This is also going to be like we send out like meetings, like a recap kind of thing. It's
Mhm.
also on there. Always.
The slides.
Yeah, like then it has this too. Yeah.
Anything else?
Does anyone have any? Oh yes.
So I don't know if I was tripping, but didn't you say at the beginning that like some of this stuff would be like recorded or whatever?
Yeah.
The
we're
whole
putting it right
meeting.
So where would you see that?
there. So
I sent it out with the email.
There we go. I've
Yep.
seen the
Yeah.
emails. I hadn't seen.
We haven't had the videos the last few times,
Oh, okay.
but this one, it will be there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
emails. Well, y'all have a fantastic rest of your night, I guess now, and week, and have a safe fall break. Thank y'all for coming.
And paint a pumpkin. And I'm gonna want to see what it looks like.
What is my earring? It's still on.
How do you all stop it? You just leave it? I think you hit leave it.
Yeah. Like.
¿Cómo se? Yes.